All right, the Arizona Cardinals. Shout out to the big homie Tiptoe. This is a team that my boy used to love, you know, back when it was the Cardiac Kids and Jim Hart and O.J. Anderson and motherfucking Pat Tilley and Conrad Doble, all them old school motherfuckers. I used to remember that because of my man Tiptoe. But Arizona, ever since
Neil Lomax.
well, yeah, you know, that's later down the line.
Yeah.
But, you know, I'm talking about them old school '70s cats. But anyway, Roy Green, you know what I'm saying? But ever since my man retired,
Kurt
Warner,
yeah,
they've been struggling. Here's another team that went out and snatched up a guy who came in, started a few games for Michael Vick. He looked kind of good. They gave him a gang of money. He came in and didn't do shit.
Yeah, Kevin Cobb was just an aberration, and that's what it was.
He got beat out by an old vaudeville comedian, didn't he? Red Skelton or something like that. Anyway, my point is, they don't have a quarterback either.
Right.
Now they got
Palmer. They got Palmer from the Raiders in the trade.
They don't have a quarterback either, like I said.
Well, but
and they got they're wasting the talents of Larry Fitzgerald over there. You know what I'm saying? And they got the young kid from Notre Dame, right?
Yeah.
He's over there. But you don't have anyone to throw the ball to these guys.
Here's the thing with Arizona. I look at Palmer as a stopgap. He's not, as far as you say, our future, but he's like, we can win with him.
Does Geno Smith go here?
No. Geno Smith doesn't go here because that's not what you're looking for. Bruce Arians does not look at Geno Smith as a future quarterback. He'll wait a couple of years and get his use out of Palmer before he gets his future quarterback. Go for your team needs. Tackle and a tight end. I want to run an offense that I had in Pittsburgh when I was coordinator where I showcased my true talent. When I showed you last year with the Colts and I showcased my true talent. This is where
it's developing quarterbacks.
I understand, but
and going downfield with these.
You don't have it in this draft. We have serviceable quarterbacks.
That kid from Florida State couldn't run this offense with that.
EJ Manuel is good, but thinking how Bruce Arians thinks, he will not pick him for this draft. This man wants a sufficient stopgap or a stopgap for him that would allow him to win some games and build some continuity in the foundation. What you have to have is a safety net. You look at Eifert from Stanford as his
the tight end.
Excuse me, I believe it's Ertz. Ertz is his tight end from Stanford. Eifert is at Notre Dame. Either one of those tight ends, Eifert or Ertz, would fit this mold. This is where you give a safety net for Palmer and tell him, hey, you got a tight end, you got Fitzgerald, you got Floyd that came from Notre Dame last year.
So there's no going deep this year.
There's no going
intermediate.
Intermediate, a few balls deep, but Palmer will be able to do it.
And I'm gonna tell you right now, they're coming in 4th place. You got to go up against Seattle. Seattle's secondary could start in the NBA.
True, that's true. But you got to be able to protect Palmer. Either you give him a safety net at the tight end, or you give him a tackle and Lance Johnson. Lance Johnson will be the only one left. If he's gone, based on the way a lot of these teams are headed and the way the draft is going to go and the possible trades, you got to go get that tight end.
Okay. Well, they better play some good defense down there.
I'm giving him Ertz from Stanford, tight end.